WA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shutterguard.com.au, Perth's best roller shutters for over 30 years. Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes. And CD Dog, scrap metal recyclers.
Welcome back to the Perth Ice Arena, where it is now time for game number 2 in tonight's Friday night doubleheader for round 10 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. And what a contest we have here. Two sides who are going to stake their claim in their own rights for finals matches. The Flyers Orange, who are currently on 8 points from their 7 matches and are currently in second place, although they have a chance to stay alive for that race for top spot on the ladder with the Flyers Blue. They're up against the Sharks, who are yet to win a match in their first 7 appearances this season. They are left with just a point from a tie earlier in the season, and they are yet to make a big imprint on the board. Paul Persick with you in the commentary box, and as always, it's a great pleasure to have your company on the Front Row Screens live stream, and of course on our Perth Premier League Facebook page as well. It's all thanks to our title supporters at CD Dodge Scrap Metal Recyclers. It's great to have them on board for another season of WA Premier League ice hockey. It is certainly going to be a very important match. Last week, both these sides came off pretty tough losses over in Coburn. The Flyers Orange, who were right for the first few minutes until the Flyers Blue, at the end of that first period, really took them on and went on to win 7-4 over the Flyers Orange, while the Sharks, they were gutsy, they were valiant, and they were very strong. But their defensive play was not backed up by their scoring issues, which needs to be addressed tonight. And of course, the Sharks would lose 2-0 to the Blackhawks over in Coburn last week. Of course, the Blackhawks having the bye in this round 10 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. It's going to be an important game for both these sides. And if you missed it earlier, you can watch our live streaming full at any time. The Flyers Blue and the Vikings. The Flyers Blue demolishing the Vikings 13-3 in the earlier game here at the Perth Ice Arena. And of course, now live, the Flyers Orange and the Vikings. This is going to be a very important game. Let us know where you're watching from, anywhere around Western Australia or anywhere around the world for that matter. Have viewers locally, nationally and internationally as well. So it's great to have your support and your feedback across the 2020-21 season on Front Row Screens. Your number 1 in 2021. As you see there, the Sharks getting themselves set. Yannick Lodge, he'll be playing for the Sharks tonight. He has a fresh, creative flair for the Sharks. And he's got speed, he's got balance, and he's got the puck in front of him. And he can combine well with the guys like Jake Ruck, Captain Jaden Santana, CJ Ratcliffe-Smith, Brock Williams, Ben Lellick, and of course Oscar Zoo and Zach Mercerella, who are among the big scorers for the Sharks. The Flyers Orange, their depth too is strong, but some would say a little bit stronger on the offensive side, especially the Ruck boys, Jacob Ruck and Dave Ruck, who hold a big key to the Flyers Orange scoreboard presence throughout this game. And another player you can see there on your screen, Ben Lellick. And he's been in patchy form so far this season, but in the last 2 weeks, he's really playing his best defensive hockey for the side. As mentioned, the Sharks with only 1 point from their first 7 outings. And the Flyers Orange, from their first 7 outings, they have got 8 points for 3 wins, 2 losses and 2 ties. They've scored 35 goals. Most goals prior to this round, but of course that was broken by the Flyers Blue a little bit earlier, who have now amassed 50 goals in this CD Dodd Perth Premier League season after the first 10 rounds of competition that they have had. But also the Sharks, they've only scored 10 thus far, but they've been gutsy. Their last few losses have been 2-0 in the last couple of weeks. 2-0 to the Flyers Blue and 2-0 to the Blackhawks, which is no disgrace. But the main issue that they'll have to address is how they can polish off their work and get some scores on the board. Flyers Orange, they've been there, done that across the season so far. Last year's semi-finalists. Of course, these two sides played in the semi-final last season in the semi-finals, and that was when, in fact, the Flyers Blue played the Sharks, I should say, in the semi. The Flyers Orange played the Blackhawks in last year's semi-final, both losing semi-finalists from last year. And that both sides will want to stake their claim to be a contender in 2021. They're not far away from the warm-up being completed. It's all part of a big, big weekend of sport on FRS Sport. Not just these double headers, but a big triple header of football coming your way. I'll tell you more about that at the end of the game. But the whistle has sounded. The warm-ups is just about all over. And we'll get the first puck drop going for what is going to be an important game for both sides on their own right. The Perth Sharks looking to stay alive in this season. They've only got 1 point from their first 7 games. The Flyers Orange will look to keep within the Flyers Blue in that race for top spot on the ladder. And what's going to be a fascinating contest. So make sure you stay with us all throughout the 2 hours of action here at the Perth Ice Arena. And luckily, no rain leaking inside the arena here, because we had ourselves a big rainstorm just on the end. The Flyers Blue Vikings game a little earlier, but luckily it's eased off outside. And I tell you, rain, hail or shine, it doesn't stop the action here. This magnificent facility here in Malaga in the north of Perth. Always a magnificent atmosphere, a nice local crowd here tonight for what is going to be another important game. Flyers Orange, they will really look to take control of this game from the get-go. But they can't get complacent, because the Sharks are no longer easy beats after the last 2 weeks. They haven't been too bad. But also, they want to play that dangerous game that the Ruck boys have been known for. They can play that danger game on the offensive zone, and they can often reward themselves with some fine scores, especially those boys, Dave and Jacob Ruck. And that Lyndon Lodge. Also a bit of a change in the side. Cameron Smith, the rookie who's played a bit interstate, he is not playing in the side tonight. And also, by the way, we want to send our best wishes to everyone in Victoria who is battling the current 7-day lockdown that is in full swing as a result of a recent outbreak. Stay safe, Victoria, and we'll look to have you here in WA very, very soon. An important clash for the Flyers Orange and the Sharks. The puck will drop. In this second match of round 10, we are underway. First possession of that one is Jake Ruck. He plays it forward right away, an immediate entry to the attacking zone for the Sharks. Down low there, Mark McCann. Just avoiding that late attempt there from Yannick Lodge. And that is a first immediate entry for the Sharks in their attacking zone. And that will try and make things difficult for the Flyers Orange to get continuous scoreboard presence, because their defensive play has been very good. Just their polish in attack and their scoring has just been a bit lackluster. As Valancourt plays it to the attacking goal line. It's cut off in the end by Ruck. That's good play. Needs to maintain clean possession. He does, just mans it behind the goal line, and he passes it along the end boards now. It's a Valancourt who's pinned down there by Alistair Punler, the Flyers Orange captain. Corderson Williams under a bit of pressure now. Lodge keeps it in front. Great pass to Ruck. He now opens up from the goal line. He's got Langle in support. Langle out the back, almost going for the tip in there. There goes Langle in the low slot. Couldn't get that one off in time. Cross ice pass cut off by Big Campbell. Ruck shoots. Langle almost with the secondary tip in. Couldn't get that one off the go. Ruck goes out there to Williams, the rookie. Open ice pass out towards the goal line. Williams comes up to meet it. Gets it across now. Right there to Lodge again. Lyndon Lodge takes control. Yannick Lodge and Jake Ruck, they turn it over, however. Lyndon Lodge now. Out of that defensive zone for the Flyers Orange. They get it out to Jake Ruck. And you can hear the noise outside, the rain falling again outside the Perth Ice Arena as the Sharks recover the puck. Shot from the corner from Williams. Scrambling for it. Cut off by Ratcliffe Smith. Shot comes in from Williams again. And pushing that one forward is McCann out from Tanner. Will there be an icing call? No, it won't. Coming up to meet it is Webster, who's been in good form this season. Pushes it out to Tanner. On the attacking inboards now. They go back in the direction of Webster. Shot comes in from Tortoise, backhanded by Tanner. Down low on the slot. Fine save in the end there by Dylan Dewar. No, it's Pelliccioni, I should say, and there's a little bit of bickering going on in the early going, as we see on the replay against the CD Dodd. Smart in the end there by Webster to set that one up. And with the backhander goes Tanner. He was in perfect position on the low slot, was Tanner, but Pelliccioni, like a brick wall, stopping Tanner in his tracks. Face off being won by the Orange. Potvin pushes forward to Webster, goes through one, looking for the tip in. Was Campbell? No, that's Kelly. Kelly set up by the centre pass from Webster, and Kelly gets the late tip in, and first blood goes to the Flyers Orange. 1-0 to the semi-finalists as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Potvin went for it from the corner point, very ambitious, but Webster very smart there, getting that one out wide to Kelly, forcing some space deep in the low slot. And Ben Kelly very happy with himself and very happy with Webster's effort. And less than 4 minutes of game time elapsed. The first one on the board goes to the Flyers Orange and Ben Kelly. Flyers Orange get another entry inside that offensive zone. A crucial one at that is Georgia. Almost gets pinned to the boards there by a couple of Sharks players. Jackson, what can he do? He sends it out to Atkins. Atkins cut off there by Punler. Punler and Tortoise combining. Here's Georgiev again, pushes it back out to Smith, who is playing, in fact. On the original team sheet, it didn't list Cameron Smith, but it looks like he is playing after all. The man who launched his career interstate before coming here to WA. Punler combining there with Atkins. Georgiev takes it out wide there to Smith. Oh, heavy bump there by Atkins, pinning him to the sideboards there. From behind the goal line, Jamie Campbell. Wide pass to Punler, and now they're on. Georgiev, oh, almost losing control there. Went with the risky backhand. That was in the direction of Tortoise. That's to no avail. Lodge, slap shot, didn't get all of that one in. Off the plexiglass. Slap shot comes in from Valancourt. He goes bang, but nobody home. Fine save on his knees. Mark McCann down in the goal crease. And we'll have a repeat face-off about 5 minutes in this opening period. 1-0 is the Flyers Orange scoreline. Face-off on the inner circle. Sharks going to the scoreboard side of the Perth Ice Arena tonight in this opening period. Remember, 20-minute periods, continuous time for the first and second, and then the third stoppage time for the third and last. Transferring the puck out wide there was Kelly. He's looking for a double. That one well saved in the end by Pelliccioni, and that puts the Sharks on a good path. Here's Langle, great speed. From defence into attack, but loses control. Fine play by Williams. Sharks recover it, however. Langle again with the open ice pass out towards the attacking goal line for the Sharks. Ruck bypasses the puck. He gets it back under pressure from Williams. But uses some open space out to Yannick Lodge. Fine slap shot, but to the left-hand side. Langle gets it out there to Santana. No, it's Ruck. Ruck's slap shot was a hard one. In the end, McCann going down low with another good save. And there is the puck standing alone before being picked up by the referee. Flyers Orange under a little bit of pressure at the moment. And they don't want to concede a reply. And a bit of obstruction there on the face-off formation. Radcliffe Smith and Webster taking to the first battle in this face-off. It's Webster that wins out. Campbell pushes it out wide from behind the goal line. Lodge, his pass breaks clear on the defensive zone. Kelly, stick check by a couple of Sharks players. Webster pushes it back from Campbell, and Webster gets it back. Fine breakaway past the centre ice line. Webster, what can he do? Does he go for the slap shot? Oh, he was covered there by two Shark defenders, and it was well done. Great defence by the Sharks. Another turnover coming in. This time Ruck and Lodge combining. Zoo offering support. Doyle and Lelick. Now Atkins on the defensive wings. Cross ice pass. Bumbled in the end there. Kelly looking for a double. Shoots. Webster on the inside with the late tip in. Kieran Webster, the first one on the board for himself, and making it 2-0 for the Flyers Orange. Again, a fine play down to opening up that formation inside the slot. And on the CD Dodd scoreboard, 2-0 as we see here Webster opening things up. The cross-ice pass came in from a Sharks player, but cut off in the end by Kelly. Pelliccioni off the pads, rebounded by Webster, and a nice rebound tip in. Webster, who's been in magnificent form thus far this season. He gets the second one for last year's semi-finalists. And with 8 minutes elapsed to game time, the Flyers orange leading 2-0. The Sharks in a bit of early trouble. From the defensive goal line, Punler. Out there to Tortoise. Pinned out there by Ruck. Now Valancourt. Langle needs to steady himself there. Punler this time, what can he do? Guides it out to the attacking wings. Turned over, it's a casual one too, because look at Yannick Lodge. He had plenty of space, he shoots, but fine save, close up by McCann. We can blame Lodge being frustrated at that, because that was a big opportunity to stem the momentum. Flyers orange pressure proving very strong indeed. Punler with the open ice pass. Icing will be called. Only going the Flyers orange, those 2 early goals. See them with a real distinct advantage here. And they'll threaten to blow the game wide open. The Sharks, they need to defend a little more tightly. And as we mentioned at the pre-game, opportunities like that last one from Yannick Lodge, they are very good in executing that transition from defence into attack. But when it comes to those tip-ins, those scoring chances, in the last 2 weeks they've had many chances, but it's just their polish that hasn't been quite there. And hence these last 2 games, losses of 2-0 to the Blackhawks and 2-0 to the Flyers Blue. Really been quite a pressure cooker on Gillon McLean's side. Jackson cut off there well by Kelly. And now goes cross ice to Ruck. Dummies the shot, fakes it. That allows Williams to push in and go for the wrist shot, but a fine save in the end by Pelliccioni. That's set up 2 for the Flyers orange. Very effective thus far, as we see on the replay. Ruck used the puck well. Had some space on the mid-slot. Faked the shot. And that allowed Williams to overlap Ruck and go for the shot himself with a little closer space. And that allowed a couple of Flyers orange players to push forward with exposed space on the slot. As the Flyers orange look for that other opportunity, the Sharks turn it over, and they turn it over themselves. Back and forth in the last couple of minutes since that goal. Just 9.5 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 2-0, the Flyers orange lead. Lyndon Lodge, he shoots, but it ricocheted there off Williams. Williams, what can he do? He pushes it out wide to Lelick. Lelick plays it well. Williams doesn't get all of that one. It's to the right-hand side. Lyndon Lodge, hard slap shot. Ricocheted there off an opponent's leg. Magnificent play. Potvin pushes back to Williams. And now Zoo, who's just come back on the rink. Zoo is on his own, hasn't got a lot of support because the Flyers orange push back, awaiting the turnover. Smart defending there by the semi-finalists from last year. They are keen this year to go one step better and contest for a championship. Williams and Webster. Webster dishes it out to Kelly. Went cross ice casually. And the Sharks, as easy as you like, turn it over. Radcliffe Smith, he shoots. And just off McCann's pads there, Zoo. Back in front of that puck, magnificent play. Radcliffe Smith at it again. Chapman plays it along the end boards now. And this is where Webster does the most damage at both ends. Radcliffe Smith pressurising Tanner on the end boards there, but supporting it well there was Kieran Webster. Campbell penetrating the centre ice with a nice long pass. And an icing will be called. And at the same time as well, a little slash going on there. Referee having a bit of a chat to one of the players, and you can see Webster on your screen. Probably one of the best 3 so far at the moment. He's been in everywhere in the last few weeks. It'll be Webster for the Flyers orange in this face-off, and he'll be against Yannick Lodge. Mismatch went in favour of Webster. He pushes it back to Lyndon Lodge. Nice pass along the sideboards, finding Kelly. Webster, he lost control there. But great support in the end by Kelly. Kelly keeps it in front with a one hand, goes with a backhander towards the net. Doesn't get it. Georgia rebounds, pushes it back to Campbell. And now he can combine with Lodge on the inner side. Turned over, however, Valancourt. Lodge, they're trying to play it quickly. They're trying to counter-attack the Flyers' orange tempo with the Sharks, but this doesn't seem to be working in this opening period. Goes out to Cameron Smith. Clever pass by Smith. That allows Georgia to go on the breakaway. Cross ice in the end to Campbell. He fakes it. Went for the shot, but just to the right-hand side there. Tortoise. Backhander out to Campbell. Just rebounded off an opponent's helmet there. Lodge. Lodge out there to Campbell. Now Smith. Turned over. Langle at the back. He's got speed when he's got the puck in front of him. Langle tries to go with the backhander. Not effective. Georgia. Coming in to lend a hand. Up against Jackson. Turned over Lodge. He went cross ice. The pass went to Ruck, who shoots. Doesn't get it. Good defensive pressure by Lyndon Lodge. He gets the puck out. Tortoise. Puts himself under pressure up against Robson. Into the boards there by Robson. Robson lost his skates there for a moment. Fine throw and catch there on the stick by Langle. He's got good hand-eye coordination for a young star as the shot comes in by Atkins from the corner point. And it's well saved in the end by McCann. And there's a little bit of how you do going on there at the end of that play. 5.5 minutes to go on the CD Dot scoreboard as we see that last attempt on the replay. Atkins with the turnover, but in the end, he kept the puck in front of him. Fine play too, went for the wrist shot, but to no avail. Another face-off coming, the Flyers orange guarding that slot very carefully indeed. Potvin, pass along the sideboards. It's intended there for Kelly, but Bryce Chapman was in better position to turn that one over at the back. A good defensive rebound. Very casual, if you like, into that attacking zone. Lelek finding Williams, but just not there. Back and forth the puck goes on centre ice. Dragged back to the defensive zone. That's where Ruck, he can do the most damage here. Beautiful pass out there to Kelly. He shoots. He goes bang, but nobody home. Kelly rebounds the puck his way. Out there to Campbell. And Pelliccioni, as easy as you like, stoning that one in inside the crease. And we'll have ourselves another face-off with 4.5 minutes remaining in this opening period. 2-0 is the scoreline in favour of the Flyers orange. They've done well thus far, but don't discount the Sharks in this one. They too have had some very good passages. It's just their scoring at the moment that's been a real concern at the moment. They haven't scored a goal in 3 games. And they desperately want to break that duck here tonight. Lodge, centering pass out from the centre line, finding Ruck. And he's got Kelly there. Kelly has been magnificent, but he just loses control of the puck at the wrong time. Ratcliffe Smith, what can he do? And they're looking to go to Tanner there, but he elects to go to Ruck. He shoots. Zoo looking for the tip in out the back. Just didn't time it well. He was left with a fresh area as a result. No icing call as it is on the Flyers orange attacking zone. Zoo pinned at the inboards there by Dave Ruck. But again, they have the rebound, the Flyers orange. This is good defending. Smith. Smith looking for his first. Potvin. Out wide there to Tanner. A few line changes made for both sides as Cameron Smith comes up to meet it. Pushes it out back to Tanner. And in the low slot, the Sharks had enough presence to turn that one over. It's under 3 minutes left. Langle, great speed, but countered by the physicality of Lyndon Lodge. That's great physical pressure on Langle. The puck pushed back. Tanner, a little stick checking there by Langle. Tanner has possession, however. His pass along the defensive wings. An ordinary one it was. Ruck. Out there to Yannick Lodge. He's got Jackson. An open ice pass out towards the goal line. The rain continues to fall outside. Bit of body pressure going on there. Lodge. Jackson again. Nice rebound. Jackson, couldn't get that one off in time. Yeah, two Flyers Orange defenders coming at him. Campbell, an open ice pass towards the offensive zone for the Flyers Orange, but no icing has been called, and the game will go on. Flyers Orange recover it now through Big Campbell. Using his size and strength to be a very valuable defender in this competition. A little bit of physicality going on with other players as well. Georgiev keeps the puck in front of him, penetrates the low slot. He couldn't go for the shot from the corner because he was under considerable pressure there from Chapman and Maybe. Where did the puck go? Pelliccioni says to himself. And it went back the Sharks' way. Good transfer of the play to the outer wing. Finding Atkins. Atkins in a one-on-one there with Campbell. Good speed from Campbell. Getting the puck in front. Thrusts it forward out of the defensive zone. That's where Dave Ruck meets it and goes forward. Goes through one. Can't go through the second. Almost tripped up there by Chapman. With less than a minute to go. On the CD Dodds scoreboard, 2-0. Lodge desperately wanting that goal. He goes for the tip in deep inside the slot. Sticks flying everywhere. But McCann. Nice save down low, considering there were many players out towards the crease as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Manic Lodge, he had the presence of mind to penetrate the space that was in front of him. The barrage of players going in towards the crease looking for that puck was stopped in their tracks by McCann. Wangle from corner point. Goes with the pass back out to Santana, the Sharks skipper. One more chance maybe for the Sharks because time is running out. But it's steadily manned there by Lodge. He goes all the way to centre ice with a hoist pass. Cut off by Valancourt. The time will run out. And the Flyers Orange will go into the second period with a very convincing 2-0 lead. If you look at the context of this game, the Sharks, again, they had plenty of entries inside that offensive zone for much of the first 20 minutes. They just could not convert it to the back of the net. Flyers Orange, through goals from Webster and Ben Kelly, lead at 2-0 here at the Perth Ice Arena. We'll be back with the second period action shortly.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Eyes with focus intent of the Flyers Orange as they lead 2-0 here at the Perth Ice Arena against the Sharks, who are desperate to get their first win on the board. With that deep focus of the Flyers Orange player, as you can see there, they know they want to keep inside that race for the top spot on the ladder with the Flyers Blue. They'll have to win, and they'll have to win big, but they're doing it the hard way like the Blues and the Blackhawks in the last 2 weeks against the Sharks. Goals to Webster and Kelly. Kelly with the first goal at the 4 minutes of elapsed time, and then the 8-minute mark Kieran Webster with a nice backhand tip in to sink the second for the Flyers Orange. And again, the Sharks did a lot of the effort when they had the puck going their way, when they took possession and went to the offensive zone to look for those chances. And in one opportunity with Yannick Lodge, who had great speed and flair from defence into attack, just could not convert it at the last second. That's been a big problem over the last 3 weeks for the Sharks, is that they've got great players. They can convert from defence into attack. They can use the puck well when moving it from end to end, but it's just that inability to score at the moment is really hurting them at the moment. If they'd scored a few goals in those 2 games, maybe they could have 2 wins on the board, but hindsight's a wonderful thing in sport as we get the second period underway. A vital period for both sides. Can the Sharks break this goal duck? Or will the Flyers Orange continue the momentum they have established with a very strong opening 20 minutes? And they lead at 2-0. And already, some call being made at the moment. And it'll be a face-off again. It'll be an icing call, it was in fact. And it'll be on the Flyers Orange attacking zone. Dylan Dwyer it is in fact. And he switched with Pelliccioni as net tender. Be Lodge and Webster. Webster pushes that one forward. Gains some space inside the slot. Well played by Webster. He gets it out there to Campbell. He shoots. Ricocheted off a couple of Sharks players. Going down low there is Yannick Lodge. He's got great speed. Plays it out wide to Langle. Does he go for the slap shot? No, he doesn't. He's forced to push back to Lodge. And look at how tight the Flyers Orange defence were. That's forced the Sharks back. The pressure really coming. Valancourt almost interfered there by Tanner. Almost a high stick there. Slap shot comes in from Webster. Had plenty of power on it, but just to the left-hand side. Santana. Not quiet for much. Valancourt. Ooh, tried to barge in there, but Punler got first to it. Webster again, and Campbell. Yeah, Campbell, like I said, it's been damaging in defence. Langle went for the cross-ice pass. He has a second attempt, looking for the rebound, tip in. But down low outside the crease, Mark McCann making another good save. CD-Dog replay coming at you now. Another big chance. They were in the right place, Langle. He had the great presence of mind to go for the shot, and then with a second attempt, when the puck came loose off McCann, just didn't get all of that one in. And Mark McCann was able to dive in, make an easy save. Slight plays barging in towards that goal crease. On the outer wing. Intercepted now by the rookie, Owen Williams. Got himself a good first up few games thus far. Ruck goes with the easy one-hander tip, and he's been a specialist in that in the last few games. But it's turned over. Oscar Zoo. He takes control. He shoots to the left-hand side of the net. Just off McCann's pads. Cliff Smith, one-on-one there with Tortoise. He's done it well. Lee Tortoise. Almost turned over. Chapman. Nice little round of applause as soon as he got it. Bryce Chapman. Shot there by Zoo. Zoo to the left-hand side, a bit unlucky. Williams. Williams from the left-hand side of the offensive zone. And that shot comes off the net. And we'll have a stoppage and a face-off as a result. I speak for everybody here wearing their long sleeves in their jackets. It is absolutely cold and wet outside here in Perth. And winter hasn't even begun. And we're nearing close to that, I should say. So it is the appropriate time after all. Let us know where you're watching from, whether it be here in Western Australia, throughout the nation, or all around the world as well. And those maybe in North America, even in Europe as well. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll certainly be giving a shout out on air. Lelick from the Sharks defensive zone, pushes it out wide to Jackson. And now the Sharks need to create something here, but instead it got chopped off once again by the Flyers Orange defence. Clever backhander by Tortoise. That's given plenty of space to Georgia. On his knees there, the shot from Smith. Deflected by Dwyer. Intercepted. Georgia has a second chance. Maybe. It's intercepted. And rebounded by Kelly. Off the back of Campbell. And again, Lelick looking for that opportunity. He goes out wide again to Jackson. And going for the same play. They're immediately under more pressure and turn it over again. Campbell. Out there, Lelick, what can he do? Punler. From the defensive goal line. Penetrating pass towards centre ice. Chopped off there by Santana. Another chance gone begging there. From the corner point, Santana went for the shot. Punler one-on-one with Lodge. Lodge this time. Gets a bit on it. Towards the slot. Cut off there by Tortoise. Tortoise and Campbell. Big man Campbell. Lodge goes deep into the slot. Went from behind. Ruck, he shoots to the left-hand side. On the sideboards on the inner wing, the Sharks with a good defensive rebound. Chapman, way out yonder, doesn't get that one. Ruck shoots from the corner, and what a great shot, Jake Ruck. Desperately needed equaliser there for the Sharks. A leveller, I should say. It levels the momentum out in the Sharks' favour, as we see on the replay. And they played it from corner to corner. Langle went out wide to Ruck. He was confident in making the shot, but there from the corner of the offensive zone, made the shot count. It was Jacob Ruck and Yannick Lodge combining there with a fine goal. And that is Ruck's goal. And that is at the 26th minute of elapsed game time. 2-1. The Sharks still looking for their first win of this season's competition. Tanner thrusts it forward to the offensive goal line. Lodge. Has it out forward to Santana. Lodge gets it back. Langle plays it along the sideboards now. He's got open space inside the slot. Does he get it back? No, he doesn't. Wants to play it on the end boards. The pressure from the Flyers Orange really showing here. Webster. What can Webster do? Out to Potvin. Potvin, what can he do? Tanner. Plays it to centre ice. 3 Sharks cut that one off. Langle. Langle from the corner slot. Doesn't get all of that one in. Lovely hoist pass back to centre ice. Kelly combining with Webster. Great play by Webster. He flicks it back to Kelly. Just loses control at the wrong moment. And Ratcliffe-Smith. Good rebound turnover. Pushes that one wide to Zoo. Look to go out wide to Ratcliffe-Smith again. Chapman bypassing. Now Georgiev again. It's turned over by Doyle. Doyle cut off by Williams. Hoist pass out towards the goal crease. Push forward there by Dwyer, off to Doyle. And off the glass. In fact, that went over the glass. And it'll be a rebound face-off. No player in the penalty box as a result of that. As we see on the replay, thanks to CD Dodd. As you see here, Doyle looked for options. He was going to go for the hoist pass. The intended target was Zoo, but it went over the plexiglass. And to face off William Chu. The rain still falling down outside here in Perth. And it looks as though there's going to be a player in the penalty box. It is Chapman. So that'll be the first of the Shutterguard power plays for the night. We didn't have a power play at all in the first game between the Flyers Blue and the Vikings, but now we do. Shutterguard power play in full effect. Flyers Orange will be favoured here, 5-on-4, with Chapman spending the next 2 minutes in the box. Atkins now look to go cross ice, but it's cut off in the end. Punla will rebound this one. Oh! Nice hip and shoulder there, and down went his opposition player. He went down like a bag of spuds. Potvin. Potvin, cross ice. Out there to Williams. Late tip in by Kelly. Out there to Ruck, who was deep in the slot. Looking for that easy tip in. But it was a fine save under pressure, Dylan Dwyer. It's now manned by Campbell on the Flyers Orange defensive zone. And they want to go for those open ice passes as much as they can, the Sharks, to chew off this penalty time and kill it off subsequently. Campbell into the boards there by Lodge. They'll have to increase their physical pressure, the Sharks, because that's what they've tried to do. Counter with their own brand of physical game. Campbell under pressure from Lodge. He's been everywhere. Another good turnover, but it goes only as far as Campbell and Kelly. Valancourt. Nice rebound. He takes that one away. He shoots. Fine save by McCann. And what can Punla do? Nearing the halfway mark of this second period. 2-1. Here's the scoreline. Sharks getting a much-needed reply through Jake Ruck early on. Radcliffe Smith. Clever cross-ice pass to Valancourt. Could have waited a little bit more for that shot, because he didn't get all of it in. On the outside defensive wing, the outer wing of the Sharks' offensive zone. Turned over again. Tanner this time. He'll play a bit at both ends as he goes to Ruck. Ruck again goes across to find Lodge. Got some space inside the slot. He shoots. Push forward. Dewar out there to Santana. It's well recovered by the Orange. Tanner on centre ice. Ruck on the outer wing. He looks to go forward to Lodge, but is cut off momentarily by Valancourt. Puck pushed back. Webster. Webster gets plenty of power on that one, but just over the top crossbar. Lodge out to Potvin. He's got Webster out in the open. Has to go back. Both sides make a few line changes. In the meantime, the penalty has been killed off by the Sharks. They really had to wait and play with patience in order to kill off this penalty. Oh, Zoo. Hard high hit there. Accidental, I might say, by Tortoise. Play allowed to go on. Lodge doesn't go through one. Loses it to Lyndon Lodge. And now, Jackson plays it to the outside and Langle. Tempo of the game starting to even out a little bit in this second period here at the PIA. Lodge goes through one, goes for the cross-ice pass to Langle, and Langle levels the scores. Well, the patience there during that penalty certainly paid off as Langle levels the scores with a fine cross-ice pass. Like we see on the CD Dodd replay. A little bit of a head-high hit there, but it was well set up. Lodge out there to Langle, and Langle says, "Thank you, mother, for the rabbits." Georgia and Ratcliffe Smith with this next face-off. 2-2 the scoreline. The Sharks have come back brilliantly in this second period. And again, the physical pressure of the Sharks sees them right back in it now. Doyle, out there to Jackson. Pushes it along the outer wing. And they're pushed back. Ratcliffe Smith again. He's looking to set something up for Lodge. Cut off by the Orange defender. One of them there was Georgia. And it's now deep in the crease as Dewar gently pushes that one aside for Jackson. Ratcliffe Smith again. Cut off by Georgia, getting first to it. Nice attack on there by Smith. Smith bobbled out there. Smith has the puck in front of him. Doesn't have a lot of space to go to. He's forced to go behind their own goal line. Georgia lays out there to Punla, the skipper. What can he do? He pushes forward. Georgia pinned to the end boards there by Doyle. Nice physical play there by Doyle. That's what you need. They've really lifted here, the Sharks. And now the Orange are back under pressure. Doyle. Where does he go? He's got a couple of Orange defenders pressing hard. Jackson. What can he do? Jackson goes through both. That's fine play. Hoist pass out towards the open ice area. Risky for McCann to pull out of the goal crease. Very risky indeed, and that has cost himself a goal. Jake Ruck out of nowhere. When McCann pulled out of the crease, he got very ambitious. Jake Ruck just kept pressing forward, kept attacking at the puck. And when McCann made that costly error. Jake Runk was in there picking up the scraps and nets himself a double. More importantly, the Sharks take the lead for the first time. And that's with 5.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. A fine effort from Jake Runk. He's netted himself a double. And his team get the lead for the first time in this match. They have scored the last 3 goals of this game to this point. They've scored 3 goals in 9 minutes in this second period. Really reeling in the pack right now. Webster unable to cut that one off with the gloves. It was a cross-ice hoist out towards centre ice. Tanner into the inboards there by Doyle. And now Valancourt picking up the scraps on that defensive zone. Williams cut off by Webster. Needs some support. The Flyers orange. Their intensity just really slowing at the moment. Kelly off the crossbar. Rebounded there by Santana. That's good play. Sharp pass out towards his teammate there in Lelick, but to no avail. And that is over the sideboards. And I think that may be some time in the penalty box for one of the players, or is it? No. Still hear the rain in the background here at the Perth Ice Arena. It's been a feature away from the action since the last period of the last game the Flyers blew on the Vikings. Hope you're keeping yourselves warm wherever you may be watching at home. Keeping yourself safe as well. Shout out to all those people in Victoria as well. Langle, he's looking for a double himself. He shoots off the crossbar. Nice offensive rebound, gets checked off by a couple of Flyers orange plays. It's a scramble for it, the 2-on-2. Lodge out the back, using the stick well. But it's Webster who wins out at that one. That's good play. Gets that one gently over to Tanner, who gets bumped off it. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Webster, he's got Kelly. Webster goes himself, and that goes through the gap between the glass and the net, and there'll be a face-off. As we see on the replay here, it was a great creator turnover from Tanner, and with Webster and Kelly having the space on the offensive zone, creating the 2-on-1 for themselves. But as you saw there, Webster, he could have gone cross-ice to Kelly and opened things up in the Flyers' orange favour, but he elected to go for the shot himself. Maybe not the best option. He was entitled to go for that option. But unfortunately, he did not convert. It is now 3-2, 3.5 minutes to go. If you've just joined us for the first time, we're into the second period of this second match of round 10 here at the Perth Ice Arena. The Sharks leading for the first time in this game. They were held scoreless in the first, but inside 9 minutes of elapsed game time, they have scored 3 goals, and the Flyers orange are on the back foot. Open ice pass. Williams tripping himself up there as a result. No icing call. Kelly putting his Sharks opponent to the sideboard with a puck. Drops out the back, finding Jackson. He releases Ruck. That goes out wide. What can he do? Forced back to Langle. Langle losing his control there, and that's allowed the Orange to turn it over easily. Here's Ruck. Ruck goes for the slap shot. Ricocheted off Valancourt, and the rebound by the Sharks could be vital here. Langle, he's got Ruck across from him. He goes from him. That's fine defending there, going down low. Alistair Pundler, the skipper. That is a great captain's turnover, if I've ever seen one. We've got 2 minutes remaining in this second period. It's on the CD Dot Scrap Metal Recyclers scoreboard. It's still anybody's game as an icing call has been made. We'll go all the way back. The Flyers orange attacking zone where they have, to the Sharks attacking zone I should say, where they have a big chance of further upping their advantage in this game. They currently hold it 3-2. Again, one out by the Sharks. Ruck again out to Pundler. Pundler, what can he do? No icing call. Jackson out to Santana. Santana from the defensive goal line plays it along the wings out to Radcliffe Smith. Tortoise, open ice pass. Smith, well played by Smith, getting out of the way. Tortoise providing that space. It gets it out to Tortoise. This is a crucial passage. Lyndon Lodge now from the corner, tried to go for the sneaky one outside. Good physical pressure applied by Santana. It's open, scrambling for it inside the slot. There is Lodge and Georgia off the crossbar at the back. Chapman keeping Lodge at bay, pinning him to the end boards in the process, but Lodge keeps it in front. That is a remarkable effort by Lyndon Lodge. Not stopping for nothing. Georgia went out to Lodge, sent it out to Tortoise. Tortoise looking for the tip in there, so was Pudler and Lodge. But Dylan Dewar stoning that one in, making a fine save. And players bickering back and forth. And that'll likely be the last play of this second period. And the buzzer will go anyway. What an enthralling second period that was. A complete reversal of fortunes. 3 goals to nothing in that second period, giving the Sharks the lead for the first time. We've got a good finish on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. The Sharks leading the Flyers Orange 3-2 here at the Perth Ice Arena. Don't go anywhere. A grandstand finish coming your way after the break.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
A big reversal of form from the Sharks in that second period. They scored 3 goals to 0 in that second. With goals to Jake Ruck, who scored himself a double, and Riley Langle, who got one in to level the scores. And they are right in this contest, looking to score their first win of the competition. The Flyers Orange, they would need a big rabbit out of the hat if they want to get a goal back and take back the lead as well. They've got a big 15 minutes coming their way. Now, those 3 goals by the Sharks, they all came in 9 minutes. Jake Ruck scored in the 26th. Langle scored on the 35th minute of elapsed time. And then, not too long before that, in the 36th, Ruck scored himself a double to take the lead for the Sharks. So that was that quick stretch of goals in such short time. That really has got the momentum back the Sharks' way. But anything can happen in 15 minutes. Remember, 15 minutes stoppage time this third period. A crucial 15 minutes ahead for both these sides. We're about to get underway once again. Face off underway. It's being won there by the Flyers Orange. Punler and Dave Ruck combining. Ruck goes for the hoist pass along the sideboards now. Team's playing it steady now, but Ruck, he doesn't know what steady is. He only knows one speed. That is fast. That was a quick entry inside the slot. Goes back. Pass to Campbell from the left-hand corner point. He shoots, but that one just rebounding off the pads. Campbell pushes it out wide. Punler. Oh, looking for the tip in there was Williams. Didn't get that one off in time. Ruck on the edge of the slot. Turned over by Langle. Allows Ruck to push forward. Nice little 180. Ruck goes out there to Langle. And he gets it back. That's good play there by Ruck. Playing it along the sideboards. That's allowed Chapman to rebound offensively. Langle shoots off the stick of McCann there. That's a good save. Out there to Williams on the outer wing in the offensive zone for the Sharks. First goal in this period will be vital. Ruck eludes Kelly and turns it over. Williams, his pass, a blind one. Immediately turned over by Lodge, who pushes back to Webster. Webster out there to Tanner. Tanner plays it out wide, goes looking for Webster. And it's broken by Ratcliffe Smith, who breaks his own pass. It was intended for Langle and Zoo. Turned over. Lovely pass by Webster out there to Kelly, who's looking for a double himself. Good stick checking there by the Sharks defender. Stops him right in his tracks. And it's gone over the barriers and the sideboards as well. There'll be a face-off by the neutral line here. Remember, if the Sharks win, they'll go on to 3 points. Well, buffer out their negative goal difference by 1 if the result remains the same. Meanwhile, it'll be a relief for the Flyers Blue, and that's if the result remains the same. They will be 2 wins clear atop the ladder at the end of round 10. We're going to round 11 next week in Coburn. And that'll be a very important round in the context of the competition, as we are nearing the halfway mark of what has been a very exciting and open season in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Lodge penetrates the low slot, doesn't get anywhere further. He's forced back. Goes for the pass out there to Kelly from the corner. Almost bobbed in. Kelly out there to Webster. And now Tanner. Keeping it in front for Webster again. Nowhere to go. Jackson and Zoo. Good combination in defence. Langle keeps his balance. Oh, he could have gone a bit further there. But Potvin right for the picking with the turnover. Back and forth on centre ice where it goes. Langle now. Great speed he's got. He shoots. And again, McCann finds save too. And both sides will make line changes now in preparation for this next face-off. And the slot not covered well, I should say, because we've got 3 out the back, and the Sharks also have 3 in front as well. But the face-off being won by the Flyers Orange. Get it out to open ice on the outer wing. Williams. Nice physical pressure there on Tortoise. Now Atkins. Atkins plays it out wide. He shoots. That was from way out yonder. Didn't get a lot of that one in. And another face-off, this time on the outer circle. In the attacking zone for the Sharks. This is another big chance for this young side to strengthen their advantage that they've got at present. 3-2 is the scoreline. Into the end boards there. Punler by Lelick. Lelick, good rebound by him. He looks to take it to the mid-slot, where 3 targets are out the back, but it's intercepted by Smith. A good rebound. Smith trying to push back, but in the end, the Sharks had numbers to turn that one over. Atkins now. Out there to Lelick. Lelick trying to push everything he can his way. Santana. Lays it out wide. That's a good pass. That's releasing Atkins. Atkins, he shoots. Nice save by McCann. It's rebounded off the pads. Georgia pushes further into that offensive zone for the Flyers Orange, largely vacated, except for the presence of a couple of Sharks. And there is Doyle. He plays it casually, almost too casually, because Smith was hurtling in. Smith with the turnover, shoots just over the net. Smith plays it well, but loses possession. Here's Lodge. Lodge goes cross ice out there to Langle. Doesn't get that one executed. Langle in a scramble with himself and Lyndon Lodge. Yannick Lodge out the back is giving Langle some support. That's good play. Went back into the middle of the slot, aiming for Ruck. But to no avail. Chapman, what can he do? Will he look to go out wide? No. Goes for it himself. Langle shoots, dummies it. Ricocheted off Potvin, that second shot. Yannick Lodge, tip in, it's a scramble for it. Deep inside the slot, McCann goes down low. And he stops it inside the crease. Fine save too. Carnage inside that area. And Potvin, it's slowing to get up there. Hopefully he's not too hurt. As we see on the replay, a massive scramble for the puck down low. 2 shots being defensively cut off there And Yannick Lodge with a third time lucky, but to no avail this time. Very lucky for the Flyers Orange not to concede this one. Ruck and Lodge. Ruck wins out on that one. Nice physicality there shown by the captain for the Orange in Alistair Punler. All cut off sharply there by Lodge. Trips up Langle accidentally. Nice stick being used there by Ruck to cut off the Flyers Orange entry. This is where they've done well in these last couple of periods. Langle plays it to the sideboards now. What does he do? Lets to let it go. Williams trying to bypass Atkins and Lellick, and Robson fails to do so. Eventually an open ice pass out to centre. And the Sharks again recover it quickly. Back on the Flyers Orange attacking zone. That's where Robson comes up to meet it. What can he do? Nearly screws that one up. Punler, what can he do? Plays it back. Ruck. Turns it over. Ratcliffe Smith. Barged there by Punler. A few Sharks players have numbers out there. Under 10 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 3-2. The Sharks lead. Sharks still desperate for their first win of the season. The Flyers Orange looking to keep in touch with the Flyers Blue in that top 2 position. Of course, the Flyers Blue winning 13-3 in the earlier game and going with 13 points from their first 8 games. Tanner from the corner. Left to go for the penetrating pass out there to Kelly. That's a no avail. Back and forth the puck goes. Who's going to come out with it? It's Yannick Lodge from behind the goal line. Is he looking to push back to Santana? No, he doesn't. He breaks away. Hoist pass out towards centre ice. Great control in the end by the Sharks player. He goes in towards the slot. The shot by Ratcliffe Smith. Fine save in the end by McCann. That was a fine passage. Set up by that clever hoist pass from Langle out to Ratcliffe Smith. Smith's control, nothing short of brilliant. The save too by McCann, equally as brilliant. Composure under pressure, simply magnificent. Look at those laser eyes of Mark McCann, looking at where the puck is going to lay next. It is laser sharp focus indeed. 8 minutes 47 to go. In what has been a very tight contest. The Sharks looking to pull off a big boil over here. Slap shot there from Valancourt, didn't get all of it. Smith, supported there by Tortoise, who's pushed it forward. Tortoise, back from Smith, looking to go cross ice, doesn't get it. Angle, what can he do? Open ice pass. Punler plays it to the wings, finding Campbell. He elects to let that puck bypass for Punler, but forced back. Punler manning the puck from behind the goal line, under a bit of pressure. Tortoise, blind pass there, turned over by Williams. And the Sharks have another attempt. Open ice pass along the end boards, but it's a very effective one. You see there Williams. Cross ice, sucked in there by Tortoise was Lellick. Lellick and Noble. And Doyle. One-on-one on the sideboards. Being won out by the Sharks again. It's back on the defensive zone for the Flyers Orange. They're in a little bit of trouble here. They're desperately wanting that equaliser. I'd check your goalies in both nets if I was both teams at the moment. Just too risky and too tight to pull out your goalie from the crease. The Flyers Orange have open space, but not much. Lodge. And a 5-on-2 situation there when the players were making line changes. Chapman. Off the blind pass from Webster. It'll be an important last 7 minutes for both sides. We're at the halfway mark of the final period. In the CD Dodd scoreboard, 3-2. Goals to Webster and Kelly for the Flyers Orange, a double to Ruck. And a single to Riley Langle. Anything can happen in these last 6.5 minutes. Cross ice, turnover by Zoo. Zoo from the corner slot, goes bang. Fine save there by McCann. Turned over again, Ratcliffe Smith. He's been everywhere, he's had a good game. Cross ice, still a part of his teammate. Pushes it back to Ratcliffe Smith. Oh, very ambitious pass. It was cut off by Webster on the defensive slot. Dave Ruck. Oh, almost loses his footing there. He shoots. And to his left, a very good save there by Dylan Dewar. Good continuous flow of play here from both sides. On the CD dot replay, Webster went wide out to Ruck. That was very good play. But look at how the Sharks just kept themselves positioned in that defensive slot, awaiting that long slap shot. Putting the pressure on the Flyers Orange attacking players. They can keep this pressure going. No doubt that first win of the season will be just as sweet. The save comes in down low from Dewar after a big scramble. Now the Sharks, Langle and Ruck again, combining on that offensive zone. Ruck pinned to the end boards there. Under 6 minutes to go. Vital passage coming up. Campbell plays it to the end boards. Clever pass out there to Kelly. Cut off by Yannick Lodge. He shoots, but to the left-hand side. Valancourt. Valancourt plays it to the side. Punler nearly over the glass by the outer wing there, and it's an icing call. What could be a crucial face-off coming up now, as the puck is right in prime Sharks territory. It's going to be on the outer circle of the Sharks attacking zone, right where they want it. Yannick Lodge and Harry Tanner in this next face-off. Lodge wins it out, but it's turned over by Alistair Punla, who plays it along the sideboards now. It's on centre ice, but not for long. The Sharks have it back on their territory. Punla pushed back, goes out wide to Campbell. Campbell's pass almost cut off by Langle, but now the transition stopped in its tracks. McCann just pushing that one gently. Long pass towards the open ice area, and it's going to be another icing call. Hasn't been a goal since the elapsed 35-minute mark of this game. That was when Jacob Ruck scored his double, or Jake Ruck, I should say, scored his double. Next goal will be crucial to the outcome of this match. Chapman plays it forward, out there to Lelick. Keeps in front with the skate. Forced out back. Well done there, Doyle. He shoots. It was a high one. And a nice catch overhead by McCann. Clutching that one in inside the crease. And forcing a repeat face-off with 4.5 minutes remaining. As we see the replay. It was a good setup too by the Sharks, as we see here. The shot came in from Doyle. It was a very hard, high hit. But well positioned there for the save, Art McCann. Grace under pressure, proving quite vital in stopping the Sharks' repeated entries towards that net. But still, it's on Sharks territory for this face-off. Out towards the centre, the shot comes in from Williams. And it was saved quite close to the line there by McCann. That would have been the best opportunity there for another score. All the Sharks we see on the replays, you see Atkins set up Williams with cross ice. He knew where to go. Williams was out in the open, the only player deep in the low slot to have a big chance, but it was a good save under pressure by McCann as we take you back live now. Williams goes to centre. Oh, losing the stick there was Atkins. Couldn't use the skates. Would be hockey soccer, dare I say it. The end boards, a safe haven for both teams at the moment. Chapman gets that puck loose, but goes only as far as Georgiev for the Flyers Orange. Tortoise plays it forward to Smith, who's on the breakaway. Well played by Smith, doesn't lose control of the puck. But where's the support coming from? He's on his own in that corner. Less than 4 minutes left of what's been a scintillating match. No goals are being scored at the moment. Smith Just in front there was Dewar, a very good save. Along the inboards, the puck goes. It's loose out towards the offensive zone. Coming up to meet it there was Williams. Williams, does he have enough open space? No, he doesn't. Good save by McCann, who quickly lets that one go. Out to Lodge. Lodge loses that one. Ratcliffe-Smith, great turnover by Ratcliffe-Smith. Goes through one. Was he tripped up? Yes, he was. The referee raised his hand and the whistle's been blown. And it's straight to the penalty box for one of the Flyers Orange players. And it's Lyndon Lodge by the looks of it, yes. As we take a look at the replay, or is it? Here it is, blind pass turned over on centre ice. Ratcliffe-Smith, great play, good second effort in getting that turnover in. Potvin and Lodge. And it looks as though Lyndon Lodge was the culprit there. And he'll spend some time in the penalty box. They're just deferring now. Is it Lodge or is it Potvin? I felt it was Lodge. No, it's Potvin because he used the stick in mid-air. So, fair enough decision too. Lyndon Lodge is going to be sent to the bench, but Yvette Potvin in the penalty box for the next 2 minutes. A crucial power play coming up thanks to Shutterguard. The Sharks will look to make the most of this chance. It's going to be Ruck and Langle in the face-off. Valancourt plays it out wide there to Jake Ruck. Langle. Will he go back to Ruck? Yes, he does. We're playing it steady now, both sides. Valancourt, he goes bang. And off the pads of McCann into the net. And the clock will stop. Remember, when the game clock stops during the third period, the penalty clock stops until play is restarted. Under 3 minutes remaining. The Sharks desperately holding on to try and score their first win of the competition in 2021. Langle plays it wide. He's got Yannick Lodge under a bit of pressure. He goes to Langle again. Goes cross ice. Valancourt didn't get all of that slap shot in. Plays it to the end boards, out to the outer side. And finds Langle again with the backhand. Ruck pressured by Campbell. But Ruck has got the superior speed. Shoots from the corner. Almost bobbled out the back. But luckily McCann kept it out in front and makes a vital save. Under 2.5 minutes remaining in this match. And should the Sharks hold on, they'll go on to 3 points and go 1-6-1 from their first 8 games. The Flyers Orange would stay at 3-3-2. But they want that equaliser. Valancourt almost tipped in out the back there by Yannick Lodge. Valancourt out to Santana. They desperately want this power play goal. Santana back out to Valancourt. Voice pass out towards the goal line. Now manning it from the goal line is Lyndon Lodge, but it was a blind pass. They're doing everything they can to release the pressure. But the Sharks playing their best game thus far this season. They lead at 3-2. Lodge shoots. McCann off the tip in, almost to the back of the net there from Langle. Saving his bacon there was Lyndon Lodge, but it's cut off. Well played by Yannick Lodge. He went to go cross ice to Langle, but cut off there by Punler. Flyers Orange not far away from killing off this penalty, and it could be a vital one here. Transfer to the outer wing. Lyndon Lodge was the prime target, but it was a poor pass, and it was Yannick Lodge who was tripped up. Yannick Lodge tripped up, and that was by Punler, and as soon as that penalty was killed off, the Flyers Orange will have to face another one. Oh my goodness gracious me. We'll have to keep the Shutterguard power play in there as well for another 2 minutes. And the CD Dodd replay will show. You see there, the turnover came in. Punler was just being a little too casual there and using the stick to trip Yannick Lodge up. Unfortunately, not good enough. And Alistair Punler will spend the next 2 minutes in the penalty box. And it's going to be 5-on-4 for the remainder of the game. And there's a timeout being signalled, yes. So, final 20-second timeout being called by the Flyers Orange. No doubt they'll deliberate over the tactics of what they will do to squeeze their way through this penalty situation and get that leveller in the last minute of this game. While the Sharks, they'll want to play defensively. They want to play patiently. and hang on to this 3-2 lead that they've got and seal their first win of the season. In 2021, it is going to be crucial this minute. And while we're on this timeout, big weekend for sport on front row screens, make no mistake about that. Of course, these games every Friday night across the season. Tonight has been an absolute ripper, make no mistake about it. Flyers blue dominating, and this game going right down to the wire. Big triple header of football coming your way. We're at Leederville Oval tomorrow for a double header. That's right, a double header of football. Subiaco and Pure Thunder in the league and in the Waffle Women's. And on Sunday, another game of Waffle Women's, this time Fremantle Oval, the Bulldogs and Claremont. So make sure you stick around on front row screens. FRS Sport, your number one in 2021. Players now retaking their positions for what is going to be an electric final stanza of this contest between the Orange and the Sharks. It's the Sharks still leading 3-2. Alistair Punler, the skipper, he's going to spend the rest of this time in the penalty box. There's a Shutterguard power play in effect for the rest of this match. Langle and Campbell. Langle tried to push it forward with the gloves, but Campbell goes for the pass out towards centre ice. It was a blind pass. Yannick Lodge plays it along the end boards now. Out there to Ruck. Ruck's open ice pass covered off by Santana. Under a bit of pressure from Lyndon Lodge. It's now on. It's right where the Flyers Orange want it. Forced to push back. Campbell plays it out wide to Ruck. Inside the last 40 seconds. Webster. Oh, bounced off there by Langle. And it's an open goal. That's a risky mistake. That is a risky mistake as Jake Ruck takes advantage of that chance and nails a hat-trick. And dare I say it, signed, sealed and delivered for the Sharks, their first win of the season. But my goodness gracious me, why did you have to pull off the goalie this late? When the game was on the line, as we see here on the replay, blind pass turned over immediately by Jake Ruck. Noticed the open goal, went for it, and gets the Sharks' fourth goal. I'd have to say, should not have pulled off the goalie from the net this late in the game when the game was on the line. And tactics may have cost them. With less than 30 seconds to go, it's still 5. The penalty has been killed off, by the way. It is still 5-on-5 now. Flyers Orange back to full strength, but it will be too little too late. And another whistle being blown. This time against the Flyers Orange again. Certainly has unravelled a little bit in the last 5 minutes, when they look to have every chance of levelling the scores and rescuing a point. A few penalties and a misfired tactic has resulted in them losing this game. But you take nothing away from the Sharks. Their last 2 weeks have been gutsy, where their issue of scoring hadn't been addressed. But until now, they've not only taken it to the Flyers Orange, but have shocked them to the absolute core. As the buzzer goes, the Perth Sharks secure their first win of the season in an amazing upset here at the Perth Ice Arena. They've won it 4-2. And what a crucial goal it was in the end for Jake Ruck, who scored himself a hat-trick to be the hero for the Sharks here. And the Sharks will get their first win of the season. They go on to 3 points from 8 games. The Flyers Orange, well, that win has seen them drop a further win behind the Flyers Blue in second place on the ladder. The Blackhawks and the Vikings, they will stay in third and fourth, so all the positions remaining unchanged on the CD Dodd Perth Premier League ladder after this round. The Perth Sharks, under Gillon McLean, they will be celebrating tonight, and rightfully so. What a great game they had. What a great performance they put on. And it'll give that young side tremendous confidence heading into the second half of home and away fixtures. The final result here, 4-2 in favour of the Sharks against the Flyers Orange here at the Perth Ice Arena. We show some highlights to wrap things up. Goal scored by Webster and Kelly, and they were all in the first 10 minutes. But unfortunately, that's where the scoring dried up afterwards. 3 goals quickly scored in the final 9 minutes of the second period, and including that one in the 59th of elapsed time by Jake Ruck, sealed his hat-trick in that penalty period where it was 5-on-4 and where the Flyers Orange were trying so hard to level the scores. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be for them. But a great night of Perth Premier League Ice Hockey, all thanks to CD Dodd. In the first game, the Flyers Blue thrashed the Vikings 13-3. Here it was a little bit tighter. The Sharks getting their first win of the season, upsetting the Flyers Orange 4-2. That just about does it from all of us here at the Front Row Screens team here at the Perth Ice Arena. Don't forget, a big triple header of football this weekend. Subiaco and Peel Thunder Saturday, men's and Waffle women's on Saturday. And then Sunday, South Fremantle and Claremont from Fremantle Oval in another round 13 Waffle women's encounter. On behalf of Bailey, Ryan, Matt, this is Paul Persick from all of the Front Row Screens team saying so long, and we look forward to your company for a big triple header of weekend football.